Okay, guest number one. Tonight we are going to talk 8-man football. Back in the studio again. Welcome back, Mark Oberhauser. Good to see you.
Thank you.
And you brought with you your son, the quarterback at Metro East Lutheran High School, Abe. Good to see you, Abe.
How you doing?
All right. Tell me about your season. First of all, what was your role on the team this year? You weren't the head coach, but you were on the staff.
No, yeah, I've been an assistant coach for Metro East Lutheran 8 out of the past 9 years. Abe is actually my fourth son to play in the program. So I've seen the program go from 0 wins to 7 wins this year, which is the most in program history.
Is it fair to say this was the best team in the history of Metro East Lutheran High School?
I would say definitely the best team in the history of their time in 8-man.
Okay.
I know they had a 2003 team, I think, before it, when they were playing 11-man that went to the playoffs, had 6 wins, I think. But I'd say one of the best for sure.
And before we get into that, what are your thoughts going from 11 to 8-man?
I would say that for our school's program, moving to 8-man helped the program survive because the numbers had gotten so low that my oldest son, his senior year, 2018, there was one game where they were playing 11-man with 14 guys dressed. So I don't know if the program would have survived if they hadn't made the switch to 8-man. I think that was in 2019.
How does the game look different with 8?
Well, the field is still 100 yards long. Some states do it 80 yards, but in the state of Illinois, it's 100 yards. But it is more narrow, so it's 40 yards wide rather than I think it's 53.5 in a regulation 11-man field. The hash mark's a little more narrow too. You take away 2 linemen and one and 2 skill position, 2 linemen, 1 skill position player. So you got to have 5 guys on the line of scrimmage, 2 guys on the outside are eligible, and other than that, it's just football.
A little more throwing or not?
Not necessarily. Just
okay.
Some teams run the ball, some teams throw the ball, just like 11-man. I would say it does get a little bit more wide open when you get in the open field. They tend to be a little more high scoring than 11-man games. But like some of the guys that run the Illinois 8-man Football Association say, it's just football.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Describe the season.
You want me to do that or Abe?
Let's hear it from Abe.
Overall, the season was definitely successful. Most wins in program history, like he said earlier. And definitely for me because the first year we had 1 win. I think second year we had 2. And then we had 5 last year and then 7 this year. So every year it just got better.
8. I thought you said 8. How many wins?
7.
7 wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you had a tough injury right before the first game? Is that what I was told?
Yeah, a week before the first game, I broke my thumb.
Okay.
On my throwing hand.
And you're the quarterback, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that you played on the defensive side of the ball too? No?
I was planning on it. I broke my thumb in a tackling drill. I was planning on playing some DB.
Did you know right away it was broken?
I knew it was hurt, but we played the preseason scrimmage. I played it with just taped up. And the first doctor I went to said it wasn't broken, and then it was after practice. I was in the car with my dad. We were driving home, and I got the call, and they're like, yeah, it's broken.
Okay. So what happened next?
We went to a thumb doctor, and
there's thumb doctors?
He's a hand surgeon.
Hand surgeon. Sorry. And he was like, it's broken. You need to put it in a cast. And that was before the first game, and we were kind of like in denial. So I played in a brace, which was better than the cast because I had a little more movement in it.
Of course.
But I didn't throw at all in the first game. So I just ran a lot. And I played a little receiver too.
Okay, let's hear some stats. You've got the stats in front of you. What were his rushing numbers? What were Abe's passing numbers?
For the season, he rushed for 1,300 yards and 19 touchdowns. And he threw for 1,100 yards and 21 touchdowns. Now,
wow.
A few of those passes were with his left hand. He tried that for a week or two, and he didn't really get into it, though. But starting week 2, he was in a cast. And then every week we would get the cast remade. And the farther down they could put that cast on his palm, the more he could grip the ball. So he figured out by week 3 that he could still throw the ball some. He couldn't throw the deep ball quite the same, but he could still throw it and make passes. So he was still able to throw for 1,100 yards and 21 touchdowns.
That's amazing.
And then we would put him at receiver sometimes also. He had 169 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. So for the season, I mean, he accounted for 43 touchdowns, passing, rushing, receiving, which I know was the most in the state for Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any classification? I mean, like the most in the state for all the classes,
I
11
don't know.
man?
Definitely 8-man. Definitely
Okay.
8-man. I don't know how it compares with
Okay.
all the 11-man teams.
Okay. And so in 8-man, did you play a conference? Like, is there a conference for you? How do you do that?
Illinois 8-man is divided into 4 divisions, and we were in the South Division. The nearest by team that we play is Pawnee up by Springfield.
Mm-hmm.
So they're in the South Division with us. And, typically we would get beat badly by most of the teams in that South Division over the past 4, 5, 6 years in 8-man. And so this year it was really an extraordinary turnaround that we were beating some of those teams that used to routinely beat us by a lot.
Who beat you in the for your final game?
In the playoffs, it was a team called St. Anne. They're up by Kankakee. That's who we played in the playoffs. They were the 6th seed, and we were the 11th seed.
It was at the first round of the playoffs.
First round.
So not everybody makes the playoffs.
No. There's about 33 teams, and the top 16 teams make the playoffs. So roughly 50%, similar to any of the other classes in football. About
have you
half
ever
the teams.
have you ever seen 6-man football?
Never seen it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's a
Texas.
big deal. It's a big deal in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big deal, and I think it would be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of passing, a lot of
Mhm.
throwing. I don't see a downside.
Yeah.
Okay, Abe, are you playing basketball?
No,
No basketball. Baseball in the spring?
not this year. No.
So you're just done with your high school sports.
Yes, sir.
All right. Give me your top memories playing football at Metro East Lutheran High School.
My freshman year, I was a freshman. My brother was a senior. We were getting beat pretty bad, and they put me in at quarterback, and I threw him a touchdown. So that's my number one. That was really cool.
All right, cool. Describe coaching this kid.
He's pretty stubborn, and he
appreciate your candidness.
Yeah, he's pretty stubborn, but he has a feel for the game. He's got football IQ. We had 3 older brothers that we were playing flag football with him from when he was 3 or 4 years old, and learned the game that way. Stepped in his freshman year at Metro East Lutheran, ended up being the starting quarterback by the end of the year. And it's been really cool to see him grow as an athlete, as a quarterback, and as a leader too. And as a leader in FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, that's my full-time gig. And just seeing him grow as a leader through his participation in that too. There were multiple times this season when coaches from the other team would come talk to me after the game, whether they knew I was his dad or not. They would say, "Hey man, tell number 14 he was a lot of fun to watch." So we had that happen a lot. That was really cool. There's a Bible verse I love in 3 John that says, "I have no greater joy than to hear that my children are walking in the truth." So I loved seeing and hearing those accolades for his athletic abilities. But there was one game late in the season where we were on the road, and one of the chain gang guys came to my wife at halftime and was talking about number 14, and she said, tell that kid, he said to her, "Tell that kid he's a class act. He's a leader out there. He's a true leader. He's leading the coaches, and he's doing things on the field that he's doing it the right way." So that means more to me than the accolades for his performance on the field.
What does that mean to you? Like doing things the right way and being out there on the field and being a leader. Dad wants you to be a leader. You want to be a leader, obviously. What does it mean to you to be a leader?
I think the example he's talking about, I was just trying for our coach to not get a penalty because he was yelling at a ref. But as a leader overall, I mean, to keep God first is everything. I want to be an encouragement to my teammates, an example to my teammates, and even people watching. Like that kid's different. I don't cuss out people on the field. I don't talk that much trash. Like sometimes probably more than I should. But I mean, just be like a nice person without being like a pushover.
Yeah. Just being a kid. That's what I like to see kids be sometimes. I've told kids, just be a kid. You're not a TV cartoon. You don't, just because you see people on on television that act a certain way. You don't have to act that. You don't have to act that way because there's so many terrible examples out there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it gets. Are you going to keep coaching? You've put 4 kids through the program.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that going to be different for you to coach without?
I'll be coaching less, but I'll be still engaged with the team. There's a lot of juniors that I've developed a relationship with coaching that I'll be around for some of the time, home games and couple days a week probably. But yeah, I just love playing, love coaching these guys and seeing them play.
What do you want your legacy to be? How do you want to be remembered at Metro East Lutheran High School?
I mean, I guess a leader and the best quarterback there ever, I guess.
Where do you leave in terms of all-time passing yards, touchdowns, all that stuff?
I got to be top 3.
Yeah. I mean, he's been playing since his freshman year, so I know he was well over 3,000 yards for his career. But I'm not sure where that puts him.
Okay, that would be interesting to find out.
Yeah.
When you find out, shoot me a text and let me know for sure. Okay, describe your game. It sounds to me like you're a dual threat kid. Like you could throw it even with a broken hand, but you can run it too. Describe how you play.
Well, I mean, all my runs were like outside runs. Our line this year was really good, like the best I'd ever had easily. Like the years before this, it's just been solid. But like this year, we have, because there's 3 linemen, and our 2 guards or tackles or whatever you call them in 8-man, they were really good, and then our center was really good. And I would just
two out of those 3 linemen were first team all division.
Yeah. Okay,
I would just follow the blocks. I didn't do anything. I just ran.
That's good. That's fun. All right. Anything else you want to say about this season at Metro East Lutheran High School? Probably, arguably, the best high school football season you guys have ever had there.
I mean, we had this good of a season with a quarterback who had a broken hand, and then our best player towards ACL and didn't play at all this year. Andrew Adams, linebacker, running back. He was all division last year.
Mm-hmm. Honorable mention All-State last year.
I mean, one of my closest friends, a great guy, and I mean, like that helped me because when I broke my thumb, I was like, this sucks, but I'm still able to play. Like he was there coaching. He knows football. He's a great guy, a great person to have around the team. And it would have been awesome to see what we could have done with a healthy team. I mean, the week leading up to the playoff game, I had strep throat. I lost 10 pounds before the playoff game. I was throwing up all through the practices. I took a nap at one of the practices because I was so sick. I did my stuff that the quarterback had to do at practice, and then I went on the sideline and just laid down.
Tough break.
It is.
Tough
Sports go.
Tough year.
Sports, one thing I've said this year is one of the great things sports can do for young people is teach you to deal with regret.
Yeah.
Like you can't go back and have your senior season over again.
And disappointment.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't always get to win, and sometimes things don't go your way. And you know what? When you win, you better appreciate it because it doesn't always happen. All right, I want to talk about FCA in a second, but first, if you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Metro East on the Illinois or the Missouri side, please give our partners at Keller Williams Marquis Jeb and Ginger Blasingame the chance to serve you. They have offices in O'Fallon and Edwardsville with more than 165 agents. The Blasingames are a family-owned business that has helped over 11,000 families find just the right home. The Lipes are one of those families. Jeb and Ginger sold our house so fast because they're experts at staging and pricing, and they helped us find the perfect home, and they can do the same for you. No wonder they've been ranked in the top 10 real estate teams in North America. Give Jeb and Ginger Blasingame a call at 618-578-9276 or check them out online at blasinggamegroup.com. You will not be disappointed. Before we go on to FCA, is there anything else you want to say about this season or coaching this young man this year?
Yeah, I mean, he alluded to it, but that before week 1 when we were in the doctor's office and he told us that your thumb's broken, you know, you maybe shouldn't even be playing. And we just kind of looked at each other and like that's not an option. That's not an option. I mean, we've been doing this for 9 years as a family leading up to this season. And so there's another passage in Scripture that says suffering produces endurance and endurance produces character. And I saw that in him this year, no doubt. Just enduring and doing it with good character. And then that passage also says, and character produces hope. And I think that hope is because, and this is a conversation Abe and I had during the season too, his identity is not in football. Our identity, that's just what we do. Football is what we do, but his identity is in Christ, and that's what gave him the hope and the endurance and the character that we got to see develop through the season. And it was a testament to what the Lord has done in our family. Like I said, had 4 sons. If those guys, James and Nate and Truett, his older brothers, hadn't played, he wouldn't be able to be doing what he's doing now. Just learning from them and the way those guys helped keep the program afloat through the lean years. And we're thankful for that. Thankful for Coach Mike Cook and the rest of the coaching staff. All those guys really supported Abe and encouraged him in his growth as an athlete.
How many seniors this year on the team?
I want to say 12.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was.
Is there a chance there won't be football at Metro East Lutheran next?
No, they'll play. Yeah, there'll
play?
be enough guys to play for sure.
How many kids did you have this year?
We pushed 25, I think.
Okay.
And so they'll still have probably close to 20 with the freshman class coming in.
Okay.
And they've got some good returning juniors, guys that were all division first team. And,
Okay.
and
Good.
Yeah.
I was going to ask how the outlook for next year. They got a quarterback in the making.
Yeah. Ben Shilby has played a lot of quarterback over the past 2 years because Abe's dealt with injuries every season. And so Ben, who's going to be a senior, he's stepped in and played quarterback and threw touchdowns to Abe. And
Nice.
There's some other guys that were first team all division, like some other juniors that were all division. Isaac Brockmeyer was a first team all division wide receiver, defensive back. Lee Watson was our running back. He was also first team all division. And then Ben Shilby was second team, and Tyler Calvert was a second team tight end. So there's some guys returning that are gonna be able to perform well.
We're going to have to add 8-man football to our roster next fall.
How many 8-man teams are there in this southern district?
Ooh, in the Southern Division,
It's
I think
you
there's
and Pawnee
6.
and who
us,
else?
Pawnee, South Fork, Palestine, Hudsonville,
Martinsville. And
Oblong, and Martinsville. So yeah, 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about FCA. Give us your title.
My title's Area Director for the Metro East Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
And how big is your area?
Our area is 7 counties here on the Illinois side of the river, going all the way up from Calhoun down to Chester, Illinois.
Okay.
So quite a range. And there's 5 of us on staff here in the Metro East. My wife, Joni, serves as our administrator. And then Allie Treckler, who you've probably heard of, she played basketball at Civic Memorial, 5 years at SIUE.
I think she's helping at SWIC right now.
Yeah, she is. And they're doing pretty well.
Ranked
Doing pretty well.
15th in the country.
Yeah. Are they still undefeated?
Yes.
Unless they've lost a game in the past couple of days.
They're still undefeated.
Still undefeated.
Still
Yeah,
undefeated.
Allie served that team. She serves the SIUE women's basketball team also with Bible study and a coach's study as well. Corbin Farmer, he's from Columbia, just got inducted into the Columbia High School Hall of Fame as a basketball player. He played at Millikan. He's coached at McKendree, and he has a lot of ministry on that campus as well. And then Eddie Sutton is our other area rep, not the former Oklahoma State. Rest in peace. Not that Eddie Sutton. But he played baseball at Lindenwood, and he's got a lot of great ministry going across the Metro East area.
And how long have you been with FCA?
8 years. It'll be 9 years this year.
And how do you spend your day? Is it working with your staff or working with the kids, working with the schools?
Yeah, I do a little bit of all that. I see my ministry falls into 3 buckets for my role. One of them is ministry to my staff. So I want to lead well and encourage and be alongside Corbin and Eddie and Allie and my wife Joni. And then ministry to our board and donors, which is one of the main pieces of my role, is working with our board on our fundraising events and really just serving them. And then ministry to coaches and athletes. And for me in my role, it's more coaches than the athletes, other than my involvement at Metro East Lutheran.
And how many kids, I think you probably will know this, I'm not sure, how many kids in the Metro East are FCA members?
Well, the way we measure like a huddle member is if they've been to 2 or more huddles in a
Right.
year. And this past year, we had over 2,000 coaches and athletes in the Metro East that came to at least 2 huddles, and usually it's more than that.
Okay. And how would you describe what happens at a huddle, typically?
Yeah, a huddle is a time of, we say, food, fun, and fellowship. So there's almost always food. There's almost always some kind of game. And then our student athlete leaders take the lead in some kind of athletically focused Bible lesson or small group meeting that helps these athletes to understand the intersection of their athletics and their faith in Jesus. And one of the ways we prepare for those huddles is our huddle leadership camp. Every summer, at the end of the summer, we have a camp for 3 days to prepare all the high school huddle leaders from across greater St. Louis, not just the Metro East, but here in the Metro East, we host it and direct this camp to prepare them to lead the ministry on their campuses. That's why we can have FCA on so many public school campuses, is because it's a student-led organization, and we do our best to train them in that leadership. Abe's attended HLC, I think, 3 years.
Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah.
And what has FCA meant to you throughout your high school experience?
Food on my table. But I think this is my 2nd year being a huddle leader, and then I've gone to all kinds of FCA camps, like Guys Weekend. It's coming up in March. That's a life-changing camp, and it's so fun. It's so much fun.
Where is it?
Lake Williamson.
Okay.
Carlinville.
Is it always the same place?
Usually, but not always.
Okay. Cool. And I feel like there are other activities that you haven't mentioned yet that FCA is responsible for, because obviously I follow you on Facebook and I see all the cool activities that you're doing. Tell me about some of the other things that you do with FCA or in FCA.
Yeah. Well, I mentioned the leadership camp. Abe mentioned Guys Weekend of Champions. We also have a Girls Weekend of Champions. And whenever we do these camps, they're at the greater St. Louis level, meaning athletes and coaches from both sides of the river are involved. We have some sport-specific camps like boys wrestling, girls wrestling, boys basketball, girls basketball. We'll go back to doing a co-ed cross-country camp this summer. One event that's really exciting every year is called Fields of Faith. And this is something FCA does across the country on a football field. Invite all the coaches and athletes from your area. Hear some testimonies. And generally we'll have some main speaker come and be a part of that. This year we did it at McKendree University. We had over 600 coaches, athletes, community members. Mark Sikma, who's the pastor of Matthias Lot Church over in St. Charles and is actually a former football player at McKendree, came and shared the gospel and shared from the Word of God with the group there. It was impactful for a lot of lives.
If people want more information about FCA, maybe there's not a huddle group at their school, or they want to join a huddle group, or they just want to learn more about it, they're fired up about what you're talking about, how can they learn more?
Yeah, easily go to 618fca.org. 618fca.org. All of our contact information is on there. Talks about the upcoming events. We also have a great Facebook page, just Greater St. Louis FCA, and also Instagram. So there's lots of ways to reach out to us through 618fca.org or the Facebook or Instagram pages. So those are ways to do it. And some other things that we do every year. You may have seen we host like a 618 luncheon, we call it, every year, and have an athlete or a couple of athletes come. This year it was Victor Scout II from the Cardinals. We've had Riley Patterson was a part of it last year, who had a great year this year with the Dolphins. So those are some of the things that we do year-round.
And what impact do you see this having on these kids? Why do you keep doing it? You're doing it because you see it benefiting these kids. How do you see it benefiting these kids?
Well, our mission statement says that we want to lead every coach and athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and his church. And we've seen that. I mean, that is exactly what we've seen in the lives of the coaches and athletes that have been part of our camps, part of our huddles. We've seen their lives transformed. We've seen them go on to be coaches that are coaching for Christ, coaching in the right way. And you've had a lot of folks on this show that have been impacted by FCA. I just went back through like your past year. Megan DeLong, she's our huddle coach at Triad. Jack Grimm, he's helped us make some connections with Blue Steel Volleyball because his dad is actually on our board, Mike. Lauren Miller from SIUE, she's a part of Allie's Bible Study. Jamie Bridges, multiple champion, state champion. Justin Judasak, the same. These guys are leading the ministry of FCA.
And Jamie's a pastor.
Yeah, and he's a pastor. Yeah.
So I know he's.
So yeah, we're seeing that impact, not just in the lives of the athletes, but those coaches using that platform of sports to impact lives as well.
Well, I appreciate the effort and the good work and the good works and the success and the effort also, not just as an FCA guy, but as a coach and then also as a dad. You know, coaching your kids, coaching all 4 of your sons there at Metro East Lutheran High School. It's not easy.
Yep.
It's not easy. And congratulations to you on a fantastic career. Great job, both of you guys, turning that program around. having a fantastic year, because I know what it's like to come in and win one game or 0 games. Then as a senior, you're looking at the program and knowing that you guys left a very positive mark on the program. So any other shout-outs before you guys get out of here?
Well, man, there's a lot we could do. Abe is on our student board for FCA, and so is Kala Espenschied. You know, she was your intern, right?
For a long time.
Yeah,
good old Kala down at Waterloo.
Kala's great. I mean, I've already shout out our staff at FCA, but also my wife, Joni, kind of helps this team behind the scenes, team meals, preparing things, organizing things with the parents. She's done a great job. And
is your mom a good cook?
Great cook.
What's she make best?
Any pasta.
Love to hear it.
Yeah. So she's
eating it. You're too skinny.
Put some weight on, right?
Yeah, come on, man.
I lost a lot of weight after my surgery.
It'll happen faster than you think, faster than you want.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to just his sisters as well.
Oh.
Avonlea and Delaney, they help with a lot of things on the team.
So you got 6 kids.
7 kids, actually.
7 kids.
Actually. So, yeah, his sister's playing tennis now at Metro East Loop.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
What year is she?
She's a sophomore.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good.
Mm-hmm. Number 1 player, freshman and sophomore year there. So we'll see what
Congrats.
she can do these last 2 years.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for coming by. It's
You
always
bet.
good to see you, Mark. You got to come back every
Thanks,
year.
Coach. Yes,
I
I
love
will.
seeing you. Congrats. Great career. Great year. Take it easy. No more broken thumbs. No more thumb doctors.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.